Hi, guys. Welcome to In the Real Life podcast. Thank you so much for coming, tuning in, listening. Today's episode is sponsored by Ata Fragrance Club. They are really the big odogus. They are your number one stop shop for all your perfumes, all your perfume oils, literally anything you want niche, luxury, designer, Arab, Musuf, anything, baby, they got you. And one thing about it, you're assured of quality. Too many fake perfumes in the market. Protect your skin, protect yourself, get your money's worth. Okay, follow Asa Fragrance Club, patronize them. Their service is amazing. They have amazing reviews and they're just perfect. My name is Okike Okon. I'm your host. I'm your baby girl. I'm your gist partner. I'm your sister. Thank you for tuning in. Today's topic is you decided for your life to be shitty. That is such a weird ass topic. Did I type that for clout? Absolutely, baby. You'll have to click on my episodes and watch, okay? So yeah, I was definitely clout chasing. But it's kind of the truth, you know? I'm not lying, am I? Didn't you decide for your life to be as shitty as it is? Oh my god, please don't pay me no mind, oh. Don't pay too much attention to what I'm saying. No, pay attention. You should. But yeah, let's dive right into it. You probably know this, but the actions that you take are the things that set your life in motion. They direct the pathway for your life, the actions. The things you do, the things you do. You could have ideas, dreams, strategies. They don't exist if you do not act on them. There's no, there's no word, there's no evidence, baby. They don't exist if you don't act on them. Someone without all these ideas, strategies, qualifications, dreams, all these things you have, someone without any direction, but the person is taking actions every day. The person taking actions every day. That person's whatever that person is trying to create is more real than yours. That you know the direction, you know the strategy, you know the idea, you know how you want it to be, you have the talent to do it, but you've not done anything, you've not taken any serious action. That person that is taking actions every day and they don't even have what it takes, they are creating something that is more tangible. What they have is more tangible. You've not created nothing yet. Word, am I lying? Yeah, you have the idea, but where is it? Can you eat the idea? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. Actions make things real. Okay, and that's just the gospel truth. But what precedes actions? What comes before actions is decisions. And every day we make them. Decisions determine your actions. They are the root of all our actions. And we make these decisions every single day. They determine a lot that happens in our lives. We are always making decisions. We don't even have a choice. If you say, I'm not going to make any decision in my life, I'm an indecisive babe, that in itself is a decision to not take control of your life. That in itself is a decision not to be part of the way of the not this to be part of the factors that decide how your life goes. Okay, that's a decision on its own with its own consequences. Consciously or unconsciously, we are making decisions, and a lot of people stumble through life. They live life, go through their days unconsciously making decisions that will kind of fuck them over and tilt their lives in a direction that is absolutely not what they want for themselves. Listen to this quote that I heard. I read this quote in a book. What's the name of this book? Um, Unleashing the Giant. I'll put the picture of the book so you guys can go and read it. I read this book at the beginning of the year in January, and this quote is one of the things that stuck with me. The quote says, "Man is not the creature of circumstances. Circumstances are the creation of men." People be like, "Oh, it just happened, like it's to chance, it's by luck." Like, man is not a creature of circumstances. Circumstances are the creation of men. Like 90% of the shit that you find yourself in, both the ones that are not your fault or the ones that are your fault, like, is a man, is a human being that is responsible. It's human beings that are responsible. They are the ones responsible for the state of Nigeria. Human beings, but whether it's our colonial masters, our ex-colonial masters that don't want to leave us alone, or our current colonial masters that are literally our blood and are the same color as us, because at this point they are is giving colonization. Like, we are not free. We are celebrating Independence Day in Nigeria, but we're not free. But that's by the way. The circumstances that we find ourselves in Nigeria as a result of men, human beings. The circumstances you find yourself in as a result of human beings could be your parents, could be the people in your environment, could be who? Could be you. But yeah, these decisions that we don't even pay attention to, they are what determine our lives, and it's not our circumstances that determine our life. Everybody is not born with the talents they want, or into the country that they want, or the family that they would prefer, the background, the social status that they want. But time and time again, we have seen people rise beyond all these things. We've seen people that have come from extremely poor homes, people that the statistics say that, oh, they were literally born to be nobodies, and we've seen them become somebody. And this shows you that we are bigger than circumstances. Man is above. Like, yeah, these things play a part, but guess who can play a bigger part if they decide to? Guess. You. You. Okay, I think that the main issue is that people, including myself, use the word decide very lightly. I've decided to stop. I've decided to start. I've decided to go. I've decided to come. I've decided to start my YouTube channel. I've decided to start my podcast. I'm even calling myself out. I've decided, but you didn't do it, baby. You did not decide. You were interested in. You liked the idea of. When you decide, you cut off every other possibility. I need you guys to understand that that word decide is very heavy, because decisions precede action. So when you say you decide, be very careful how you use the word decide. When you say you decide something, you decide to do something, respect yourself. Cut off every other possibility of you not doing it. Okay, you've decided to stop messing with that babe. She's too toxic. Respect yourself and actually stop. You know, yeah, you didn't decide. You were just interested in. You liked the idea of. And for you people that like to say, I'm so indecisive, I'm so indecisive. You know how much of a trap that is. It's such a trap, because decisions are literally what changed civilizations and the course of history. Like Mahatma Gandhi, Rosa Parks, the lady that stopped COVID in Nigeria. These are people that made one decision backed with actions, and they literally changed the course of history. And you're out here sitting and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so indecisive. Indecisive kill you there. These people have such an impact on the world through their decisions. And human beings like you and me every day, we have that same power. You have the same power of decision. The power of decision is one of the most powerful, it's one of the most powerful, I don't know how to say, whether to say powerful powers, but like, it's extremely powerful. Okay? We all have that same power, but some of us, our ability to decide is crippled. Like, literally, your power to change your life is sitting in a wheelchair, because you're out here saying, oh, I'm so indecisive, or you're out here saying, I've decided to, but you don't do it. You haven't decided. Okay? And this is something I had to teach myself. Okay? I told myself, okay, you have not decided until you have taken an action. Oh, I decided to record my podcast. You have not decided shit until you text the studio and say, oh, I want to book a day. You have not decided until you take, no matter how small that action is, you need to take it. How you will know, this is what helped me. Oh. I told myself that anytime I say I decide to do something, I ask myself, did you decide or you're interested in? Okay, we'll know if you've decided. How will we know? When I take an action, that's how I know that, okay, I've decided to do this thing. Start treating yourself like that. You have to be your own mommy. You have to be your own coach. You have to be, except you're going to pay someone to do it for you. If you don't have money to pay somebody to do it for you, you have to do it by yourself. You have to tell yourself, oh, you've not yet decided, to stop lying to yourself. I will know when you've decided. When you take one action, that's how I'll know that you've decided. Because the good thing about action is that one action becomes another action, becomes another action. That's how it goes. Until you have taken an action, I've told you, is an interest, is a wish, is a great desire. That's all that it is. Okay? Once you understand this thing, 60% of your problem is solved. I internalized this thing and it really helped me. I would look at my goals for the month and I would let myself know that any one that I have not yet taken an action towards is something that I fancy. It's not something I've decided about. I'll be saying my affirmations and I'll be like, today I have decided to do this and this and this. And when I finish saying I decided to do this and this, I'll tell myself, we'll see if you've really decided. Because we don't know yet. Have you really decided? And I'll go and make sure I do something, no matter how tiny the action is, to tell myself that, okay, you've decided. I'm giving you life hack. I'm giving you an ability card. So write it down. Practice it. Come back. Tell me how far. To work. Give yourself a rule that once you make a decision, you will take an action immediately. Let that be your number one rule from today. That once I make a decision, I'll take an action immediately after, no matter how small it is. Actions lead to more actions, and God, fate, the universe, whatever you strongly believe in will support you, and things will fall into place once you start taking actions. Literally, things will actually, like, things will just start to align. Things you didn't know will help you, like people you didn't know could be useful to you. Ideas will just start flowing, okay, in unexpected ways. So let's talk about indecisiveness, guys. It really is the trick of the devil, if you ask honestly. Because I can tell you, I don't think I've met anyone who is as indecisive, like very few people are as indecisive as I used to be. And to get good at making decisions, you have to make a lot of decisions, and a shit ton of those decisions will be bad decisions, and that's just the truth. You want to get good at carpentry, you have to do a lot of carpenter work. You want to get good at coding, you have to code a lot of shit for people. You want to get good at speaking, you have to take up more speaking opportunities. So that you want to get good at making good decisions, you have to take a shit ton of decisions, and a good number of them would be bad decisions. And I think that the reason why people are so indecisive is just they don't exercise their decision muscle. And the reason why they don't exercise their decision muscle is because of fear of making the wrong decision. But the truth is, you will make the wrong decisions, whether you are scared of it or not. So it's best to fail forward and fail faster, because you keep procrastinating it, you will still fail. You will still make a wrong decision. So just stop procrastinating it and make as many decisions as possible. That is how you get good at making decisions. You want to get great at it, you have to make a lot of them. Okay. I think most people are just scared of making bad decisions, so they don't make any at all. And that itself is a decision. You not making a decision is a decision, and is a really bad one, because you basically decide to give whatever system is running full control of your life. You give the economy, you give the school system, you give the state of your country, you give the state of your family complete control of your life, as you've decided that, oh, I don't want to make bad decisions, so I will not make any decisions. You basically hand over the steering wheel and put yourself in the boot to be driven around. You will make bad decisions, knowingly and unknowingly. Let it sink in, marinate it, or like just take it in. At least you made them. Nobody made them for you. Okay? and it's not like someone made a decision for you and you can't help yourself. No, you made the decision, you can fix it. And yeah, this is a quote that I read, and I want you to say it after me. Say, I am not discouraged because every wrong attempt discarded is a step forward. Does it make sense? It does. I am not discouraged because every wrong attempt discarded is a step forward. You've learned something, you've gotten better at making a decision. You're not going to fuck up like that again. Someone said it like this: success is the product of good judgment. I saw it on Instagram. Success is the product of good judgment. Good judgment is the product of experience. Experience is the product of bad judgment. You will make bad decisions. Make them faster. Okay? Either ways, you win. As long as you're learning, as long as you're changing approach, you're adapting, you're consciously taking your actions towards your desires. This is just these L's that you take, these bad decisions that you make, they're a very important part of you becoming the person that you want to be. Finally, please take responsibility. Stop being a commentator or a critic in your own life. Actually play the game. Like, this is a game. Stop watching everybody play on Instagram. Stop watching everybody play it in their vlogs on YouTube. You self enter and play your own game. Wear your own jersey. What's your name? Is your name Ukike? Is your name Chiamaka? Is your name, I don't know. Wear your own jersey, enter the field and play as well. Okay, play the game as well. Anybody can make up excuses, valid ones. You ask me, I have 100 reasons not to be here, and they are valid. Anybody can make up valid excuses, and I'm talking to myself as well. But really, if you keep making those valid, logical excuses, those excuses are all you ever have. That's what you give your children when they ask you, oh, why are you not like that? Why are we poor? you give them those valid excuses, like, or why it was never going to be possible, or you give them the reasons why you never tried. You give them the valid reasons why none of your desires came true. Don't allow yourself any excuses in 1 month. Don't allow yourself any excuse in 1 month, and see how your life changes. Just take a shit ton of action that could probably lead to your desires. You might not get to your exact destination, your exact like big goal, but at least you can look back and you can see tangible progress that you can say, okay, this is my evidence. I've made progress. At the beginning of the month, I was here. This is the end of the month. We're entering into a new month. I'm here. Some of us are moving from 1 month to another, 1 month to another, nothing to show. It's not good. You need to have tangible progress, okay? And when you stop giving yourself excuses and you just take a shit ton of action, which is what this episode and the last episode has been about, taking action. You just take a shit ton of action. You might not get to your exact goal, but one thing about it for sure, you have progress that you can see with your eyes, and you have something more than just excuses for yourself and for the people that you care about, and also for your kids as well. I mean, it's not that deep, but it is deep, and I'm just going to end the podcast episode here because I want you guys to just sit down and deep it, ask yourself, am I floating through life unconsciously with just dreams and wishes and desires, and just like in La La Land? Am I doing that? Am I a talker? Am I a writer? I'm just writing down my goals. No substance, no like tangible progress, no actions. Is that what you're doing? How intentional are majority of my decisions? Like, the majority of decisions you make in your life, are they like unconscious? Are they on impulse? Are they thought on? Like, sit down, deep these things, deep these questions. Ask yourself, am I conscious? Am I conscious? We have come to the end of this podcast episode. I want to thank you so much for getting this was a long one, and it was packed. I tried to rush it because I didn't want to stay for too long. I've been talking for too long, but I hope you understood. I hope you were blessed. I hope you took down notes. I hope You took something that, not just to hear and say, okay, your voice is nice. I mean, I know I was on Davido's Feel video, but it's not just for my voice to be nice, it's for you to also live with something tangible, okay? And I really hope that you did. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. Okike loves you so fucking dearly. Like, I love you with all my heart, and it's time for me to say bye. I miss you already. Have an amazing week. No more excuses, baby. Take decisions, take actions. Okay? I love you. Bye.